and welcome, Avatar nerds. This video is about how long can each Avatar character keep a candle lit. So it's not just like, oh yeah, firebenders should restart candles. Like, how long can they continuously keep it lit? This is based on Hanukkah because they have the candle lit for 8 days and magical candle stuff. If you want to learn more about it, look it up. I mean, I'm actually part Jewish. My grandma is Jewish. My dad used to be Jewish, so I didn't really celebrate Hanukkah, but we had latkes, and latkes are so good. And we also lit the menorah. It's fun. Hanukkah's fun. We also play dreidel, but yeah, these are the characters. These 6 characters down here, including this guy, are not in the ranking, but almost every single character is in the ranking today. And this is like a very tall list because we have to have all the days that can happen. So, and the higher up, the longer. So it's just, let's start with Aang. 5 days. You might be like, what? 5 days? Like he's, I don't know. He can, he's an avatar. It's also like, I'm trying to average it out between like the start of the show and like the end of the show. It's like the start of the show, it's like goofy and wouldn't be good at keeping fire on and just like wants to see the world and have fun. And at the end of the show, he does become more serious. So it's like, I don't know. It depends what point you're talking in the show. 5 minutes might be a bit too low, but if you think so, just post your answer in the comments. And then we have Azula, less than a day. She's like, oh, everything has to be perfect, but it's also like, we're talking about post-mental breakdown of Azula, I don't think she'll care. She'll just be like, nah, I don't care about this candle, and just like, burn that out too quickly. I mean, I guess she's like, I actually take back that rank. I feel like before, she's perfect in 8 days, but then she becomes less than a day, so I'm changing my rankings. So 6 days and 5 days. Because I feel like she can, like, post-mental breakdown Azula is less than a day, but pre-mental breakdown Azula is, like, probably, like, 8 days. So, Cabbage Merchant, 1 to 2 days. Specifically 1 day, because, I don't know. He's just a normal guy. But, like, he can do it at least 1 day, He's that kind of guy. Then we have Man of Combustion, or Combustion Man, or Sparky Boom Man, as some people call it. Less than a day. What is he gonna do? Explode the candle? Like, seriously, he can't keep it on fire, and I feel like he wouldn't care about it. He's a bounty hunter. Yatso, 8 days. And this might surprise you. Because, like, what? Keep it alive for 8 days? Like, what about, like, relighting it? Like, but, like, actually, in the canonical lore, airbenders, like, train like with candles, and they stop the wind to make it so the candle like stays completely upright and just stays perfectly like in balance with the air. And I feel like he could use that technique because he's an airbending master. So that's like very cool and very fun, and I feel like that could work. So then we have Hakoda, which I would say 2 days. He's like trained in the wild and all of that, and he's like probably used a candle before. Yeah, but some other characters can't hold a candle compared to him. Then we have Haru, 2 days, because if you're talking about him being in prison, he has access to coal, and he knows how to coal bend. So I feel like he like get some coal in the fire and fuel the fire more. I don't know. Then we have Hama, like around like a day. I don't know. She has no special powers that would help her, but like I don't know. She's like fended on her own. She can do it. Then we have Eye of Roe, because I'm gonna row this boat. 8 days because one, he's a firebender, and also he's just that kind of guy. He's Iroh. Like, he's that kind of guy. Zhong also put 8 days. I mean, he's also a firebender, and like he can control fire. Fire is destruction. No, it's actually life, so I'm gonna knock you down a point for that one. Jet, less than a day, because fire trauma. I mean, I feel like he would just be traumatized from fire and just like, fire, put it out. Jing, less than a day. She's a city girl. I don't think she would, like, know how to really keep a fire alive. And then Judy, 2 days-ish, because, like, in the underground, like, area where the Dai Li is and Judy, like, there's a bunch of fires there, so I don't know, maybe she has some, like, fire programming that allows her to keep fire on for longer than average. I don't know what I'm saying. June, 2 days, like, she's a bounty hunter. I feel like she's got that in her, like, she can do that. She's like, I've fought with fire before and won. I don't know. Katara, like, 1 day, I don't know. She just feels like pretty average, I guess. Because the candle was only supposed to last for 1 day, so yeah, average. King Boomy, 2 days, because he has this whole, like, neutral Jing stuff, and he's probably going to be able to, like, keep the candle along for longer, and, like, you know, keep the candle light. And then Haru, I don't know, 3 days. I'm changing my ranking as I go, because, I don't know, I'm just a bit more fluid, because why not, you know? Quay, less than a day. Quay, less than a day. Hey, that rhymes, you know what he say. I don't know, he's a king, he wouldn't know much about fire, and I don't know, he's like even worse than a city girl, you know. Key of Yoshi, 8 days, she is Avatar. She can do it. Short Fang, no, sorry, that's a different person. Long Fang, 2 days, same as Judy, he's got that fire knowledge. A bit less than Judy, because Judy is, like, completely engraved, I guess, into her brain. I don't know. And if you're still enjoying this video, then you should subscribe and like this video. It really helps my channel, and it's free. I mean, it's not even, like something that you have to subscribe and pay for. It's free. You should do it. Long Shot. 1 day. He's like lived in the wild before. I feel like he has some good, like, knowledge of how to work fire. He has, like, you know. May, less than a day. What do you say? Emo. I like just putting May in the lowest tier, and then just my response just being emo. And not just saying why. Mechanist, 2 days. I don't know. He has, like, inventions, and I feel like he could have some invention that keeps fire long, like, on longer, you know. He has those airships, so, I don't know. Ozai, like, 3 days, not longer, but he is a firebender, but I feel like he lacks control. Like, stupid fire. Like, I lack control because I am Rage Master Guy. 6,000. Paku, yeah, he could last, like, a day, I think. I mean, he's, you know, trained in the wild before, maybe. I don't know. Just a day. Piandao, a day. He's been in the wild. That's what they say. Pip Squeak, a day. Similar to the other ones, I don't know, just, you know, he's been he's been in the wild his whole life. He can probably, like, fend for himself. Roku, 8 days. He's a fully realized avatar, you know, can't really beat that. Then, a bee that smells? Why are we having smelling bees on here? Or the spelling bee? Speller bee. Smeller bee, yeah. Jokes aside, 1 day. I don't know. I mean, maybe he has some extra blasting jelly that could keep the fire alive. I don't think that's how blasting jelly works, but I don't know. He's also kind of short, but who knows. It's weird that Pipsqueak is the biggest one. I think it's just some weird joke. I don't know. Yes, Pipsqueak means tiny, so let's make him gigantic. Sokka, 2 days. He's been in the wild before. I feel like he could, like, keep a fire up. Like his dad, like, you know, his dad has done it. He can do it even better than his dad because he's a main character. And also funny. I'm sure fires appreciate jokes. I don't know. I've never really tested before, but I'm sure they do. Sojin, 7 days, because, like, he has more control than Osai, but I feel like he can't quite get there into 8 days. Just 7 days, though, because he has a bit of a lack of control issue. Suki, around 2 days. I don't know, she's like, I don't know if she's actually seen fire that much. Like around there-ish. I don't know. Seems about right. Teo, less than a day. He's in a wheelchair. I don't think he can really keep it alive that long. Zibulder is less than a day. Zibulder is not interested in such a tiny candle. The boulder has a problem with this tiny candle. But I don't know, he would keep it for a bit. Yeah. Down here. It's hard to see down there if I'm not showing it to you. The Duke is a day for you see that it all comes down in the crashing of sound. The tiny Duke is worse than a smelling bee, but better than one is pipsqueak of thee. Toph, less than a day. I don't know if she can actually see fire. We don't actually know if she can see fire, and I feel like she might accidentally burn herself. And we don't want Toph to burn herself, so safety first, guys. For safety purposes. References, am I right? You know what? Nah, here. Then we have Ty Lee. Probably a day. I mean, she's got the acrobatic skills. Maybe she can do acrobatic through a ring of fire that was lit on fire by a candle. Who knows what Ty Lee will do with the fire, but sure. Ursa, 6 days. I mean, technically, we do not know if she's actually a firebender, but probably a firebender, knowing that they picked her specifically because of her lineage. It comes from Roku, and, like, they wouldn't have a non-firebender. I don't know. I mean, she did poison, but, like, it's also, like, poison more discreet. Wang Jitong, less than a day. He has no hands. How would he even pick up the fire? Like, unless he has some weird spirit magic that can, like, pick up things, and that's how he created the temple. But I think I like the Wang Jitong cult theory. Yue is, like, about a day. I don't know. She's got that vibe, you say. She's much of a royalty, you know, Yue and Echo. I don't know what it's gonna say. Because these aren't actually planned. I'm just rapping or something because no reason. It feels fun to do what I'm pleasing. Zhao, 4 days. He's kind of, I mean, he's not always hot-tempered, but sometimes he can act hot-tempered. Depends what episode you're watching. It's weird. Zuko, a bit higher than Zhao, but still in 4 days. Like, the first half of the series, he would be, like, too hot-tempered to, like, to really do anything. And then after, when he becomes Team Avatar, he can't really control fire at all because he lost his inner fire. But after he got into fire, then he could go longer. But on average, I feel like it's, like, 4 days. And I think that's, I feel like being a bit generous. But that will be our video for today. And I hope you have fun. And goodbye, Avatar nerds. My commentary!